I'm coming home. If I can unmute myself, what's up, y'all? I have not been live on my own channel in a long friggin' time. I'm gonna let YouTube send out some notifications. Hi, Allison. How are you, girl? Hey, Kathy. How are ya? Yeah, it's been a hot minute, hot minute since I've been live on this channel and not with the podcast. Because y'all know every Tuesday we go live. Hey, y'all, hey, radio show. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to start going live on my channel again. And what better way than to get on and talk crap about how awful the move was. For those that don't know, hey, Lynn, how are you? Talk about how awful the move was to this new homestead. If you didn't know, I moved from 10 acres of homestead in Hancock County, which is like southeast Georgia, to about 1 acre in Monroe, Georgia. And we moved because brother Chris and sis Tara are pregnant with their first kid, so we wanted to be kind of closer to them. There wasn't just anything. I mean, when I tell you Hancock County, y'all had nothing. They didn't have nothing, not even some sense. They didn't have nothing. So I was ready to. But the move, y'all, was absolutely horrible. And just FYI, I am doing a giveaway tonight. So share the live, share it out. I'm doing every single Monday. I'm going to be giving away a Amazon gift card. Now, with Amazon gift cards, all you have to do is scan this QR code up there and then go to my Amazon storefront. It doesn't cost you any more money. You can use your gift card, but it shows Amazon you came from me. So just saying, hello, Rudy. So yeah, okay. So the move. So we sold the farm pretty fast. Like we put it up for sale right before Christmas. And we had like showings like, no, maybe it was Thanksgiving. I think it was Thanksgiving because I was about to set up my decorations and our realtor was like, yeah, maybe not yet. Let them do some viewings before you get all your Christmas decorations up and before the photos are done. So we sold really fast and we closed mid-January and we had about 3-4 weeks there to kind of find another property to buy and to be able to move all of our chickens and stuff. I did not know about one. You'll have to give me the info. You'll have to DM me the info. I would love to come to a Helen, Georgia meetup. I love Helen. Helen is so much fun. We go there as a family every year because we have a timeshare there. Hello, Bushcraft family. What's up? So, okay, so we found another property, and listen, I was super busy, and most of the viewings were virtual that I did. But my mother, who lived on the farm as well, did the in-person one with my realtor. So we get it, we close. When I tell you that these folks here left this home in a complete disaster. The fencing was tore up. They pulled out. Hi, Glenda. Glenda, I talked about you on my video that I shot a couple of videos today, but I talked about you on my video today because I took your advice on something. I won't give more info. You'll have to watch. But we're at we up there, Mountain Lake in Helen, Georgia. Mountain Lake. We're in we have timeshares in downtown Helen, like the little small, little cute, adorable little town. So yeah, that's where we have a little timeshare. But yeah, so these people totally tore up this homestead. And let me tell you, I already was kind of like struggling moving from 10 acres to 1 acre, even though I know that people do it on smaller. In my head, I was just not ready for it. I had to sell my turkeys. I was very, very sad. I sold my turkeys. Um, y'all, let me tell you that I was near in tears when the woman, now listen, the girl at the bottom is a very dear friend of mine, so it's not like I'm never going to see him again. But it was very sad to see them drive off. Her husband came and picked him up in this big giant kennel and took him there. So I was very sad about that because, we raised turkeys for meat last year. So that was really sad, but I put my foot down. I said, I am not giving away any of my chickens, because I'd hatched some American breasts, which I still have them. They're called the Jacksons, and they're here. And I had all of my egg layers. So, but it took forever. It was problem after problem. It was so rainy during the move that we had a camper. Have you watched the reality show that I did with my family, Being Casey? We had a Being Casey roadside assistance where me and mom went 11 days to 11 states in an RV camper. Well, that was messed up and we couldn't get it. We couldn't haul it off at all. So it was ripping up it was absolutely awful. And then I couldn't fit all of the stuff in because I was working during the day. I work a 9 to 5. And so I wasn't able to get over there during the day. So I ended up having to leave I think it was over 300 jars of canned food. But we really liked the guy and his girlfriend that bought the farm. So I'm not complaining about that. It was just, I was so not prepared for the move. I'd move with I'm moving with the girls and my couple of roosters. There's a group of, Fifth Helen, Georgia meetup. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm writing that down in my notes right now because I love Helen. But yes, so we finally get. So I bought. Okay, so let me back up a little bit. So as we're moving, we found it. So we had less than 2 weeks to move everything over to the new homestead, and including the chickens. The chickens were going to be the last day. So the first day that we moved in, the goal was to put together these sheds. They were 5 foot by 3 foot sheds. And then a kennel run, dog kennel run over them so they can be opened up and run into their little yards. I've put out a YouTube video on it. Go check it out. The runs are precious. The sheds suck. So that was the goal. But when we got to the new house, which is behind me, I guess I could probably see if I can't. Yeah, that's the new homestead. So when we got to the homestead the first time, it was so nasty. They had left a bunch of furniture. I literally was going to have a mental breakdown, driving, because for that weekend that we were moving, well, I only moved Sunday. It was an hour and a half drive from the farm to the new homestead. So what we were having to do is drive, load up a ton of stuff, and then drive the hour and a half back. So 3 hours round trip. Thank you, Glenda. And then during the week, I was working and I'd be off about 1:30, and I would come home, pick up the moving truck, drive back to Sparta to load up, and it just got to be too much. And the chickens, when we finally were able to move them, there was one shed that was done. One shed was done, one was not done yet. So the Jacksons, I had to keep them in the crates at night in my 2-car garage with water, of course. I'm not terrible. And then we would haul them out in the crates, and we had these little fencing, a little dog playpen that we would put around their crate so that they could run and get into the grass and all that kind of stuff until their run was done. And then my egg layers, their shed was done. So they were able to sleep in the shed at night, but the run was not done yet. So they got to free roam of the backyard, and they just thought they were the most important people in the world. But Luckily, all the stuff finally got done. And when we first moved, because the reason I didn't bring the turkeys is because I was nervous, because I live, like, I'm looking right now at neighbors' houses. It is the suburbs. I'm in the suburbs now. This is a suburb homesteader. It's like my dear friend Sandy over at Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming, Arizona. I'm a suburban homesteader, GA. Hey Annie, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Good morning. Yeah, it's morning where you are, isn't it? So I was so nervous, so that's why I got rid of the turkeys, because I was like, I don't need to be getting complaints on all the time because I have farm animals. Then when we moved, one person has a donkey, and I'm talking, these are like 1 acre plots. Like, this is like a cul-de-sac suburb. Probably 5 of the neighbors around me have chickens because you hear them all the time. So I was like, okay, still in somewhat country, because everybody has them, so it's good. Even our ones right across the street, like, there's free range. So they're so funny because there's like our driveway to the road, and then their kind of like shaded area where the chickens are in their coop. And they always come up to the road to say hi to me when I get there. They're all like standing there. I'm like, hey, what's up, chickies? But yeah, so good thing I was able to move somewhere that was okay with chickens, because I wasn't giving up everything. And I have videos coming out because I am still gardening. Don't know if I'm going to do like in-ground garden or if it's going to be gardens in the raised beds. I don't know yet. And this year will be a little bit different because I don't have energy to start any plans. So it may be all buying from the box store. And I'll tell you, ain't no shame in my game. Okay? Because I'm going to go right over to the little Home Depot and I'm going to purchase my tomato plants. And I wish I knew a local nursery that had them. Maybe I'll look it up. I'll try to be better and look it up. Instead of buying from Home Depot. Really? Oh, that's awful. See, that's what I was very glad, because I also found a Facebook page that's for chicken owners for Walton County, which is where I am. Because I'm on like the border. Like, I work in a county that's literally 20 minutes from me. And then we have like a Gwinnett County area, and then, no, not Gwinnett, Barrow, and then Walton, which is we're right at this little triangle. So it's suburbs, but it's still pretty country. This area is still pretty country. Like, right, if you make like 2 right turns out of my neighborhood and get on a main highway, it's like all cattle farm. And what's crazy is I was like, oh, I should have seen some of these houses when I was looking. And so I looked them up, and this area is like 10 acres, was going for like 2.5 million. I was like, oh, never mind. My little 1 acre is good for right now. So, but yeah. So 15 feet off of my house. Is that where your farm chickens are? No, you said they live at a friend's farm. Right. It's that ouch price. Ouch. But it's a beautiful area. It's still pretty country ranching. But I'll tell you, I had like near nervous breakdown and spoke to my friend Sandy about, I was like, I don't know if I can do all that I want to do on 1 acre homestead. I learned that Sandy has a third of an acre that she's on. Hey friend, hey Monica. We're about to shoot some more podcasts tonight. So that's why I am doing my Monday lives now, and I'm going for 30 minutes, and then we're going to go and shoot our lives. Let me tell you, y'all, our topics that we have coming out for season 6. Now we're going to be releasing our season 6 like thumbnail cover thing tomorrow, and it's precious. It is precious. We're called Homestead Heroes. So if that gives you any idea. But the topics that we're talking about on this season, mic drop. If I could drop this mic right now, I'd drop it. It's a mic drop. Like our first one, I'll give y'all a little inside tea, is called, this is what it's called in the quotations, why not to be a prepper? I know, controversy. You know me and Monica, we love a little controversy, but we had to pull Anne and Sandy into it too. So, my oh, that's a good thing. See, you got to make friends with some people sometimes, like certain ones, to get you on their side. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Oh, y'all are having your own conversations. Oh, Lynn tried to get her to come to the Helen meetup too. I'm excited about the meetup. I don't ever get invited to meetups. I was invited to one in Savannah once, and that was about it. I'd love to do meetups, especially now that I'm so close to kind of interstate and go. I may be doing some more, maybe doing some more meetups for sure, for sure. And then, of course, I'm hearing about this homesteader cruise. I guess I just have been out of the game. I've been kind of in moving mode and haven't really done anything else. I'm going to take a sip of my water before I say something shady. Hey, stitching it up, capturing country life from Texas. How is the weather in Texas? I'm cruising to Alaska. Is that the cruise, that the homesteading cruise that folks are talking about, Glenda? Y'all know I have never been on a cruise. I've always wanted to go on a cruise, but I've never been on a cruise. So, oh, it is. That should be exciting. That should be exciting. But yeah, I've always wanted to go on a cruise. Never have. Because listen, I'm a fat boy. I like to eat. I like all my places in one small little area, so not too much walking. Cruises work for me. It's spring. Okay, so you're pretty much like Georgia is right now. Because we were like cold last week, and now it was beautiful today. It was really, 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 really beautiful. Monica, you said it was gorgeous there too. Yeah, it was really pretty today. Like my chickens were living their best life when I got home. They just out running amok, laying in the sun, being loud. But now, Glenda, I guess I will tell you the advice that I took for you, because I had read about it, that there's such a thing for the chickens called a poop hammock. And it's like a little hammock tarpy thing that drapes underneath your roofs in your area to collect the poop so it doesn't get into like the nesting boxes. Because again, my little coop that we built for them is literally, yes, is 5 foot by 3 foot. So it's very small. And the Jacksons, there are 7 of them. And then over in my egg layers, how many girls do I have? 5, 13. So there's 15 in that one. And the Jacksons, my American breasts, they like the nesting box, but they don't really like too much privacy. Like my egg laying girls, they used to find like a little area where I would lean something up at the farm, like a board, and they would go underneath the board to lay it. They liked a little privacy. So the tarp is I got a tarp. Your coop is, my coop is 4 by 5, but we had a poop board, but the hammock is another option. So, and I even went cheaper and just got a tarp. And it's a tarp that I have zip tied to the top and to the bottom. So it bloops. And then I can put one of the nesting boxes underneath for the egg layer area, and then one to the side, because they have 2 nesting boxes in there. And they're actually using them now. And because I'd like to save the chicken poop. So when I start, getting gardens ready, I can get that together. You know what I'm saying? It does. It helps, especially if it's a small area and the small run. Like the coop that we had at the farm was huge. It was like 30 feet by 20 feet. And that was just the inside area. And then they had a little run. Um, so they had to adjust. They had to adjust to being in a smaller area, but I think they're getting used to it. I'll tell you, the boys are liking it. The roosters are liking it because they ain't got to run too much to get the girls. And Michael, that's why I named him Michael Jackson, because the ABCs. Y'all aren't going to hear me sing. But Michael is like every 2 minutes on one of the 6 girls. I'm like, bruh, take a breath. Like, take a real breath and relax. And then it's funny because I have 2 roosters and the egg laying one. And Andy is like my OG rooster. And Bailey was a freebie that I got when I ordered Cornish Cross from Murray McMurray Hatchery last year. It was a free one. And for a while, I thought it was a girl. And I was like, oh, I got another egg laying girl. Yay, yay. And then it started like dry humping the other hens. And I was like, oh, it's a boy. It's a boy. But it's so funny because Bailey will try to get onto the girls and Andy will not have it. And he hurt his leg when he was younger because he was picked on by another rooster. So he has this like gangsta walk, this little lean walk. So he'll like try to run over really fast and get Bailey off the girls. And Bailey is twice his size, but he is scared to death of Andy. So he don't play no games with Andy. If Andy says get down, he gets down and nods. But I love my chicken. Listen, I haven't named any of my American breast girls yet, but my egg layers, my OGs, I first had 5 girls and Andy was the first ones that I hatched out 2 years ago. And they are Gloriana, Coco, Midnight, Blondie, and Angel, and then Andy. And then I got some Americanas. I got 4 Americanas from Tractor Supply. And 4 or 5. No, I got 5. Excuse me, 5. No, I hatched one. I hatched one of Andy and Angel's babies. And Highland. So I call them my Ishas because they hang together like a squad. So it's Alicia, Felicia, Keisha, Tamisha, and Moesha are my Americanas. And then a friend had called and said, hey, listen, I have 3 hens and I think it was a coyote attack or something attack on the chicken coop. The hens wouldn't go back to that area. So they would just sit on his golf cart and poop. And to him, it was just nasty. So he was like, do you want them? I was like, yeah. So I called them the fairy tale girls. So we were Goldilocks, Snow White, and Lady W. So yeah, my Ishas. And I'm telling you, they have the personality of Ishas too. Yes, please thumbs up. And if you're new, subscribe because I have a lot coming. But I want to do before I have to get off because I'm trying to keep my lives to about 30 minutes, especially on Monday. Ms. Andale taught me that, keep them engaged when they want to come back. But I want to do, I'm doing a drawing every single Monday. So I'm going to pop it up on the screen so I can get her up. If I can find it. There it is. So if you type this, no need to do like hashtag or anything, just type exactly this into the homestead or into the chat, and then I will do a drawing for a Amazon gift card, and I'm going to do it every single Monday. And let me tell you, every time, if you are the one that wins the Amazon gift card, make sure you head over to my Amazon storefront because all the stuff that I talk about, I usually put in there so you can get it. And it costs you no more money. And, it just shows them that I get a little commission. Amazon knows that you came from me, that you like me, that kind of stuff. But pop in 1 acre. 1 acre, because that's what I'm at now. I'm at 1 acre. 1 acre. And I'm starting to be okay with it. I got a tool today, speaking of Amazon, from Amazon, that tests your soil pH, soil moisture, and how much hours of sun it gets. So I'm trying it in different places. I'm going to put it in 4 different places and see where the best place is to start putting some raised beds. I love y'all too. Kiss, kiss, hug, hug. So glad to be back on here. Listen, I had so much fun. Every time I go on y'all's show, I have so much fun. 1 acre. I'm about to press that draw. So we can see who wins. And then listen, if you are the winner, I'm trying to pull it up really fast here. Okay, here we go. This is the email. If you win, you email this email, and then I will send you your Amazon gift card. Well, look who it is. How you doing, sir? Long time no chit chat. We're doing a giveaway for a Amazon gift card on my, and I'm going to be doing them every Monday, OTWP. I'm going to be doing giveaways, and I'm going to be doing 30-minute lives just to chit chat, see how everybody is. So, okay, here we go. You just got back into the US. I have been kind of like stalking you from a distance on your shorts and saw that you were outside of the United States. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can work this thing. It's usually Monica that's helping me on our podcast one. Okay, here we go. Everybody in? You got it in? Look at that. Stitching it up. Congratulations. Again, if you see my email on the screen, email me there and I will send you over the digital Amazon gift card. I appreciate you so much for being in the live. And I appreciate all of y'all. I was like, right before I got on, I was like, oh my goodness, Casey, if I only have like 1 or 2 people come in, I'm going to be like, oh my word, because we're so used to now with the podcast, we have 30 to 40 people coming in from all different channels. So I'm going to be getting back into doing the lives. I'm going to be getting back. I promise I'm going to make it a good old hee-ho to be here every single Monday at 6:15 Eastern. But yes, congratulations, stitching it up. I love your channel name, by the way. Make sure to email me at this email right here and to get your gift card. So y'all, thank you so much for coming in to my live. It's so good to see everybody. Aren't you so sweet? So sweet. Yeah, I was a stalker though. Absolutely. Congratulations. But y'all, I am off. We are going to go record our podcast. I hope everyone tunes in tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to put the little banner up. I don't even know if I can put the banner up from this one. Hold on. Let me see if I can before I go. Because it is just so important that you see it, or that you see that we have our radio show tomorrow. I'm trying to find the one that doesn't give it away. Okay, here we go. Because we're premiering it tomorrow. Come in tomorrow to our Hey Y'all Hey radio show. It's me. Let me put it there. It's me. It's Ann from Anda Homestead, Monica from Bland's Promised Land Ranch, and Sandy from Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming, Arizona. We have so much fun. We talk about our podcast episodes and events. And so this is our part 2 of talking about faith over fear. And so we hope to see you tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern. Hope to see everyone. Thank you so much for coming in again. I'm just going to pop everything. Oh, well, thank you. I did it just for you because I knew you were coming in. Thank you. I'm so glad to be live again. Bye, y'all, so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful night, and I will see y'all hopefully tomorrow, but definitely next Monday here on Ormsby Farms Live for our Monday night chit chat. Okay? We'll see y'all then. Bye, y'all. Bye. Wait, I'm supposed to say in the podcast, Lord have mercy. I'm coming.